There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard when you're ready.
Morgan pieced out with my baby. Okay. Alright. Do I get to talk to anyone? I can talk to them. Okay. Alright, here we go. What's Shale have to say?
How incredible that it survived.
Of course.
It has exceeded my expectations.
Great, thanks.
It is welcome. I'll point out that my expectations are difficult to exceed. Thankfully, it appears to be the exception when it comes to its kind. Otherwise, I might be forced to revise my opinion completely. But it is time for me to find my own way. Its quest is done now, and thus it is less interesting than before.
Yep. Okay, sure.
Perhaps I will meet it once again in its travels, or perhaps not. Either way, I wish it well.
Shale, the dickhead, right up until the last sentence.
It is over. I can barely believe it. You stopped the Civil War and then defeated the Blight. On behalf of Ferelden, allow me to say thank you. It truly cannot be said enough.
Don't forget that I went and found a relic and saved your life. I'm Grey Warden. That's what we do.
So I'm learning. It's too bad that you aren't remaining here in the capital. The hero of Ferelden would have influence, but I understand. Myself, I will be remaining here to help Alistair. Tegan will take over the rule of Redcliffe, at least for the time being.
Tegan!
Isolde refuses to speak of what happened. She says she never wants to go back. I cannot thank you enough for saving them. They are the joy of my existence. But here I am rambling on. I shall let you get back to your celebration, Warden. Enjoy it while you can.
Okay. Next. Oh, Fergus, it's my brother!
When I heard that my little brother was not only a Grey Warden, but also leading Ferelden into battle, I was surprised, to put it mildly, Father.
I didn't know he survived this whole time.
I'm proud of you. I know I am. You've done good.
Done good. Brother! What happened?
I never made it to the Battle at Ostagar.
Okay.
We were still scouting in the wilds when we were attacked by a party of Darkspawn. Most of my men were killed. I woke up 2 weeks later in a chase-in hut, wounded and feverish. By the time I was able to sneak out of the wilds, you were already marching to Denerim. I tried to get word to High Ever. You can imagine what happened, I suppose.
As would you call those eyebrows on fleek? Is that how you say that? I think I've heard that before.
Yes, I'm trying not to think too much about them. Hal was a greedy, traitorous
Slade.
bastard. I just wish I'd been there to help you kill him. At least Amaranthine now belongs to the Grey Wardens. There's some justice in that, I think. I need to go back to High Ever. See if I can clean up the mess Hal made of it. I will see you soon, I hope.
Yes.
Good. High Ever won't be the same without everyone around. Take care of yourself, you hear? Or I'll find you and nag you like Mother did until you're ready to tear out your hair.
Rock Drippy Riz sounds like something completely different.
So here we are. The conquering hero
I might start
has
using
won
it.
the day, and how he takes his bow and exits the stage. A fine ending.
She got shiny booba. You should be taking a bow with me. Hell
Though
yeah.
my part was small,
Liliana was one-shotting
I'm happy to
kids.
watch you receive the accolades. It's quite fun. You know, I can't help now but think of my vision. The Maker sent me to help you, and look what you did. It's a miracle. It truly is. You should know. I'm thinking of going back to Orlais for a while, to find Marjolaine. I don't know how long I'll be gone.
So that reminds me of a story. So, when I was deploying to Iraq, we had our entire battalion go to Mississippi for like pre-deployment training. And there was one day where the entire like 10-hour day was devoted to going through just like standard briefings through PowerPoint. So we had like 300 guys in this auditorium, and it was probably like the 20th presentation. It was like hour 6 going on. The sergeant comes up. She starts presenting about sexual harassment. So she's going through all this and all that, and she starts going into like some of the things that you talk about. So it's hot in there. Like 90% of us are passed out in these chairs. So she starts talking, and she gets to a point where she says vaginal and anal penetration, and you see 270 guys wake up from a dead sleep and just bolt upright. And it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. And one heard shiny boobs and came back for it, and that reminded me of that. It was so funny. I will never ever forget that. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, she's going to find Marjolaine. You should come back.
I'll try. This is something I have to do, however, on my own. Perhaps we will see each other when I return. I look forward to it. Until then, be well. May the Maker watch over you.
I do not need a shiny booba emote. I think, well, we'll try for something different. Maybe that can be a sub-goal.
When all this pomp and ceremony is done. Such events are perfect opportunities for
Ooh, I like the
assassins, after
armor
all.
in those
I can't
colors.
help but expect the crows to appear at any moment, which would be a welcome break, mind you.
A bloodbath sounds like a fun idea.
See? This is why I like you. Always game for a little fun. You know, it does occur to me that staying in one place is only going to invite the crows to find me that much quicker. While fun, that might eventually get complicated. You said earlier that you were planning on returning to the Grey Warden fold soon. Is that true?
This is the, I think it's improved atmospheres, Zevran? That may be wrong. It's a mod, though. Are you thinking of joining? Ooh, if Zevran became a Grey Warden, hell yeah.
There are some bodily fluids even I won't touch. The Grey Wardens seem to be a fun bunch to hang around, however. Maybe they won't mind a resident assassin. I'm an excellent mascot.
So Honora got her head back because it was improved atmospheres that had chopped her head off. And there was a patch that I had forgot to download, so I just downloaded that patch and it came right back. Easy peasy. I'd be happy for the company.
And I promise not to get you into too much trouble. Well, no more than you get me into, anyhow. Well then, since we're going to be leaving together...
It was,
we can
Claudia.
speak
It was really
after
funny.
You have been sufficiently paraded in front of the populace. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you and make sure no one gets a clear shot. Not without paying me a great deal of coin, anyhow.
Do you imagine if Zevran became a Grey Warden? That would be nuts. He'd be unstoppable.
The hero of Ferelden. My. How does it feel?
Oh no, Wynn's gonna die now. Ugh. It's a little strange.
Of that I have no doubt. It's a title you'll be wearing for a long time to come, just as Loghain wore his. But it's not so bad, is it? A blight defeated with the other nations barely becoming aware. Who could ask for better?
Well, it's true. I didn't do it on my
I
own.
don't think many heroes ever
I tried
do.
to a couple of
I'm
times. It didn't
glad
work
not
out
to be
well.
on the receiving end of all this attention myself.
30 years.
Say, let the young have their fame. Not that I've gone without notice. Irving asked me to take over as first enchanter, but I don't wish to go back.
Why not?
Not after all this. Instead, I've decided to accept a position
Ooh.
here at court. There's not been a mage advising the throne for a very long time.
Yeah, but what about your problem?
It's true. I may not have very much time. But perhaps there is a great deal of good I can do even so. I will try. I understand you will be leaving. I wish you good fortune on your journeys, wherever they may take you. If we do not see each other again, live well, Warden. And thank you.
It would have been way better for the story if Wynn had actually died at the end because of her problem. Ooh, puppy! Hi, puppy. Yeah. That's right. Oh, I don't even get to pet him? Hold on.
I'll get on it.
There we go. Now I'm not injured. Grin. Next to the keg, of course.
You have a better taste for spirits than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orzammar ale tastes like dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it. Go figure.
Yeah, are you gonna go back to Orzammar?
I don't know.
His girlfriend's
Maybe
at
eventually.
Lake
I'm
Calenhad.
getting used to that big sky up there. And I'm thinking I might just look up Felsi again. See where that goes.
Yeah, she was much better than Bronca. I'm glad. I hope you two are happy.
I'll drink to that. And since we're more or less done adventuring for now, I just wanted to say you're all right for a human.
The Sundered Dragon, thank you for following. Appreciate it. Hello and welcome. Oh yeah. You're all right for a dwarf.
Yes, I don't come by
Jealousy, thank
my
you.
friends very often. I'm glad to call you one, Warden.
All right. Is Sten gonna be nice to us this time? Like the one time he can be? That armor is sick.
They call you Hero. I have not heard it used before, but I think I understand the intent. The Arishok on occasion has declared a Kunari to be Kunoran Vel, one who serves as an example to others. Such examples are always made after their death, however, a death in service to the Kyun. A living Kunoran Vel would be too proud.
Yeah, it's not quite the same thing.
Not for the Kunoran Vel. For the Kunari people, it is a cause for much celebration. It is one of few occasions when the Kunari are permitted to engage in revelry. There is imbibing of spirits, public chanting, meditations abandoned. It is madness.
You think he does look scarier? Maybe. So all of the companions, their heads are redone by a mod. Except for Morrigan, whose head is done by a different mod, so she has the same face from Inquisition. And I tried to keep Sten's as close to original as possible, while also, like, modernizing it. Yeah, it's not madness. Everyone's just relieved.
Yes. Were I too weak to protect myself, I suppose I would also be vastly relieved to have a hero save the day. I suppose I should tell you. I have decided to return to my people. Your quest is done, and thus so is my reason for accompanying you.
We never did get his sword, though.
But the Blight is done. I have an answer for the Arishok that no longer requires the question. It must be said, you gave me the chance to redeem my honor, and now it is done. I owe you a debt.
Okay. Okay.
It has. That one of the Baz, a foreigner, would become known as Kadan to me. Unthinkable. Yet here it is. Perhaps I shall see you again one day. Until then, may you always find the path you seek. Farewell, Kadan.
Thanks, man. Is that it? Hold on, can we talk to Alistair? We can.
So, we made it. I'm impressed, aren't you? The odds were completely against one of us actually getting to the Archdemon. But of course you would make it. I knew you would. I guess Morrigan was telling the truth after all. About the ritual.
Speaking of
The
which,
Grey Wardens haven't
do we
arrived
get to
yet
see
from
that?
Orlais. But they've already sent questions. What should I tell them?
do we get to see the old god soul going into the kid and Morrigan and all that? Yeah, tell them the truth.
Then a Maleficar saved you and then ran off? I'm not sure you want that. Or Morrigan, or me even. No, I suppose I'll just keep that to myself. I can shrug and look stupid. It's a talent. Speaking of Morrigan, do you know where
Nailed
she went?
it.
I'm told she vanished right after the battle. No goodbyes or anything.
And she did say that's what would happen. Ooh. She doesn't want to be followed.
Very dramatic. I don't imagine she'd be easy to find if she didn't want to be. At any rate, I can see Arleman giving me that look. Stuff, I suppose. I can never wait. And if I don't get the chance some other time, thanks. For everything.
I wonder if we're gonna see the kid in Veilguard. That would be really cool.
I know, but I'm king now. And that means things will change. I guess we'll see. I'll let you get to your adoring public. They want to see the hero of Ferelden, and who am I to keep them waiting?
Alright, let's see if Honora has anything to say. She
Allow
does.
me to offer you my personal congratulations, Warden. I must admit that while I did not share my father's pessimism regarding the Grey Wardens, I had my doubts that such a small number of you could be victorious. Yet here you are.
She's awfully happy after seeing her father killed in front of her. Damn right.
Normally I would call that bravado, but it seems your confidence is deserved. Tell me something. Is Alistair always like that?
Yep. You betcha.
Ah,
You betcha, sweet
hey.
Bippy.
I have yet to hear him speak on any matter more serious than what the cooks are making for dinner. I fear my initial suspicions will prove correct. Oh well. His heart is in the right place. In that he reminds me of Kaelin, which is no failing. Now I see Arleman gesturing to me. There is more work to be done. I must take my leave of you, I fear. Enjoy the rest of the celebration, Warden. I shall speak to you again before the day is done.
Brock, she didn't have a head for most of the interactions with her, and she still wouldn't shut up. Okay, I guess we go outside now? We've talked to everybody.
Are you ready, my lord? The crowds outside are getting restless.
Yeah, could be a hero, could be a villain, who knows? Though, they did kind of address that in this game. We asked if it was going to be evil or like what it would turn out like, and Morrigan was just like, well, it'll have the soul of an old god, so neither or both. Who knows? They definitely hinted at most likely not evil, though. I guess I don't want to spoil it, but I guess the character that's kind of kicks off Veilguard, he's not really evil either, but he is the villain. Yeah. All right, let's go.
Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.
That's the first time I've seen green armor in the game. In the months that followed their wedding, Alistair and Honora fell into the routine of ruling Ferelden. Honora was a skilled governor, adept at matters of court, and more than willing to spread her time judging matters of law from the throne. And Alistair was quite happy to let her do so. He traveled frequently, making personal appearances that delighted commoners to no end. Yeah, Claudia, that sounds absolutely reasonable, and I'm in favor of it. This sounds way easier, too. Yes, very, very complex motivations. News that the Urn of Sacred Ashes had been found in Ferelden did not spread outside the Chantry until Brother Genovese made an announcement several months after the defeat of the Darkspawn. The manuscript detailing his research and his experience with Andraste's cult drew huge interest among scholars throughout Thedas. Some years later, the Chantry announced that the resting place of Andraste's ashes had indeed been found. A ripple of excitement spread among the pious people of Thedas, with many undertaking pilgrimages to see the ashes or partake of their healing powers. Yep. Brother Genitalius. Following months of effort, the Tower of the Circle of Magi was finally cleansed of the last spirits to slip through the veil. No further abominations were created, and First Enchanter Irving was pleased to declare the circle safe. all that could be saved had been. Yeah, you're right. She found a way to cheat. That, if you follow the trope, that's totally not going to come and bite them in the ass. With the slavers shut down in the alienage, the lot of the city-born elves improved for a time. The new king even made the local elder named the local elder to his personal court. A scandal amongst the humans, but a sign of new hope to the elves. You know, fuck humans and how they treat elves. That's stupid. Shania continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community and in time became the new elder. That outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. Arl Aemon remained in Denerim for some time, acting as the Chancellor and Chief Advisor to King Alistair. Tegan ruled over Redcliffe in his stead, and was surprised to find himself well loved by the villagers, who were still grateful for the nights he spent defending their lives. In time, Aemon abdicated in favor of his brother, an event the locals greeted with approval and enthusiasm. The Dalish elves prospered after the siege at Denerim, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once, human lands welcomed the wandering folk. Captain Kirk of Dragon Age, Jesus Christ. I haven't played 2 yet, so we're playing 2 after this. I don't even know if Morgan's in that. And she certainly wasn't promiscuous in Inquisition. She was flirty, but she didn't jump anybody's bones. The new keeper, Lanaya, was respected both amongst the Dalish as well as in the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Dalish clans would turn to her to help resolve disputes with human folk. Excuse me. There was a Navy ship, a U.S. Navy ship called the Enterprise. And I think its first captain was named Captain Kirk. This wasn't that long ago either. I see, I think you're right about that. Pretty iconic. As for the werewolves, now freed of their curse, they remained together and took the surname Wolf in memory of what they once were. They eventually became the most successful animal traders in Thedas, and each year would gather to light a candle in memory of the lady who had loved them so well. Oh, that was sexy spirit tree lady. In Orzammar, King Balin quickly proved himself a reformer. Trade with the surface lands increased and caste restrictions were loosened. The castes were permitted to take arms against the Darkspawn in exchange for new freedoms. For the first time in generations, the line in the deep roads was pushed back and a few taigs were reclaimed. Yeah, so I will be doing the DLC. We'll be starting the Awakening DLC tomorrow. Belin's reforms quickly found him enemies within the warrior noble caste. However, after several assassination attempts, the assembly was dissolved. The king then ruled alone, some said as a tyrant, others said as a visionary, determined to drag Orzammar into the modern world. Brother Burkle's new chantry in Orzammar drew a surprising number of converts among the dwarves. They quickly attracted a great deal of anger from more conservative quarters, and before long the assembly severely restricted the Andrastians' rights. Brother Burkle resisted and was slain while being arrested during a peaceful demonstration in the Commons. The assembly claimed this was an accident, but news of the resulting riots reached the chantry on the surface, where the divine even contemplated a new exalted march. Holy shit. I don't know anything about Awakening, so I'm kind of excited about it. The dwarven mage Dagna ultimately completed her studies at the rebuilt Circle Tower. Eventually, she published a comprehensive theory of how lyrium vapors relate to the supply of magic. It gained a great deal of attention. Yeah, I'm super pumped for it. I've never seen any videos of it. I've never seen any gameplay of it. Nothing. I am going into it blind. Although the Anvil of the Void was destroyed, rumors about its location crept into Orzammar. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the Anvil's remains. They examined the ruins of the Anvil, and upon returning to Orzammar with their findings, convinced the Shaperate to attempt to recreate Caridin's research. A new golem was created, bound with a spirit taken from the Fade. Well, that's better. Not great, though. The golem immediately went insane, killing several Shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of its existence circulated throughout Orzammar, however, and demand among the Smith caste to reopen Caridin's research refused to abate. As good as her word, Morgan disappeared once the Archdemon was slain. Someone of Morgan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains. And she may even have been with child. Oh, so she didn't necessarily give birth yet. The ring that Morgan gave Hughdoo remained in his possession. She had once claimed that it formed a connection between the two, and there came a night when he was sure that she was thinking of him somewhere. She felt regret and sorrow, but the ring told no more. There was no word of her after that. With Flemeth dead, or at least gone, the chances of tracking her down were slim indeed. One could not help but wonder, however, what became of the child? What were Morgan's plans? These questions must remain a mystery for now. The companions who had traveled with Hughdoo eventually scattered to the four winds, drawn either by personal duty or the call to further adventure. The Grey Wardens welcomed their hero back into the fold, even if the suspicions of those who wondered how Hughdoo managed to survive were sometimes given quite voice. That's a weird sentence. As the Blighted Lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly rebuilt the Order in Amaranthine, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving warbands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These warbands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais or crossed the Shining Sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Hughdoo sank his blade in the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of him, however. Oh. Right into the credits. Oh, shit. Well, okay. What is this? Dragon Age Awakening. That's what we're going to do tomorrow. I'm going to try to start a little earlier tomorrow, probably like around 3 o'clock, I think, and we get a good, like at least 6 hours into Awakening. I don't know how long it is. I'll probably look that up. Just to see, kind of gauge how long it's going to take me to get through it. We'll see. Is it very long? Is it as long as the main game? I'm not leaving yet. Really? So I think... This is a 70-hour playthrough. I don't think I'll be doing everything. I want to get through the story of Origins 2 and Inquisition, including the DLCs, so we can prep for Veilguard. We'll do some side questing, but I'm not going to do like all of the side questing. Ganan, thank you for the raid. Holy crap, you guys. Raiders, welcome. I appreciate you being here. We're hanging out. We just finished the base game of Dragon Age Origins. We slayed the Archdemon. Excuse me. Welcome, welcome. If you guys are new, or you're just getting here, my name's Hughdoo. I stream 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific every day at twitch.tv/Hughdoo. Check me out on YouTube, where I post all of my content. All my playthroughs go up there. And on Twitter, where every day I post what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it. And on TikTok. I got a bunch of stuff up there too. So go check all that out. Typically I have a dog cam going up here. I don't know. It's not working today. I gotta figure it out. When I started my stream earlier today too, my cam wasn't working. It was really weird. I had to close OBS twice and then restart my computer. I don't know what's going on, but I'll fix it when we get off the stream. If you want to go check him out, you can go check him out on his Instagram. He's really cute. He's a little tan, fawn-colored pitty. Very, very adorable. So what can I look forward to in Awakening? Do I use my same character, or is it something completely different? Also, should we do Liliana's song? I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've heard some bad things about it. I also have to be conscious of time, so I don't oh, same character if I didn't sacrifice myself. Okay. Australia, what's going on? Hello. Good to see you. I have to be really conscious about time, because it took me about a month to get through this game. It's probably going to take me a month to get through 2, and a month to get through Inquisition. Maybe a month and a half for Inquisition, because it's a little bit longer to get all the little juicy lore bits. Witch Hunt before I go to DA2? Okay. And Witch Hunt's only like an hour and a half. Is Witch Hunt, is it more of like a point and click, or is it similar action? Oh, a couple fights. Oh, okay. A certain witch. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. What are the rest of them worth doing too? Isn't Liliana's song, isn't that goes like into or past like before Origins, right? Okay, so I might want to do that too. Especially if we see a very particular endgame scene in Inquisition. What kind of wild, Claudia? I get to be a Darkspawn? Jesus Christ. Do you get to choose what kind of Darkspawn? I think I'd be a brute. Like one of the big ogres. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't want to do a challenge. In fact, I think, so we did Origins on Nightmare. I don't think I'm going to do the other games on Nightmare. The extra challenge it didn't add any fun for me, and it kind of made stuff a little annoying a lot of the times. So having the higher difficulty it didn't really add anything. Okay, so I think, we'll start Awakening tomorrow, and then we'll do Witch Hunt and Liliana's song, And then after that, they'll probably maybe put us into like Wednesday, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Awakening might take a week or so. We'll see. And then right after that, we'll start DA2. Which I'm still trying to decide what kind of hawk I want to make. I think I'm going to do a rogue hawk, because we did a warrior in Origins. And I want to do a female elf mage in Inquisition, so we can do the appropriate romance to get all the juicy bits in Inquisition. A femhawk rogue. Yeah. I was thinking about doing rogue in 2. Sarcastic. That could be fun. That could be really fun. Who do we romance? What are the romance options in 2? Rogues are fun in 2? I could see that. If you built them right in Inquisition, they were really fun. What does Purple Hawk mean? I see, you're right, I would like Isabella, and I do like Isabella. She's kind of a bitch, though. Purple means sarcastic? Okay. Booba. Booba's great. Everybody loves Booba. We met Isabella in Origins. We met her at, shit, where did we meet her? And was she at the Pearl in Denerim? Yeah. Who was the third? Hello, welcome back. Is there, what else? Are there any cool things here? No, not there. It was you, Isabella, and Alistair? No. No way. I don't know if you guys have been watching Souls Like Sunday, but I'm playing Lords of the Fallen every Sunday right now, and they have this really cool thing where as soon as you beat an enemy, they load that 3D model into a sub-menu of the main menu, and you can go in and you can like do like close-ups and spin the model around and really examine the models, and you can get to see some really cool stuff that you wouldn't normally see like when you're fighting them, because you're too panicked to look at the details on the model. Like the last boss I just fought there is really, really cool and has a tail that I didn't even know when I was fighting her, so I wouldn't say you're different. I enjoy playing female characters. Hey, some of them have booba. It's probably not any that you're gonna be into, but they're there. That game's it's pretty rotten decay, so it's a big theme of that. All right, well, I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's almost 2 in the morning here, so I need to go to bed. Yeah, not ideal. Yep, that is a way to put it. Hey, thanks guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the raids tonight. That's really awesome. I feel special. Thanks for being here for like the big finale of the game. Make sure if you're interested, drop in tomorrow. I probably am gonna start at 3 tomorrow so we can get a nice long start in Awakening. So I'm pretty excited for that. Make sure you check Twitter. That'll be up there. And at some point tomorrow, YouTube videos from tonight, episodes will be posted. Depends how good YouTube wants to work. So we'll see. All right, cool. If you didn't know and it's your first time here or you're just showing up, I'm Hughdoo. I stream 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific every day on twitch.tv/Hughdoo. Check me out on YouTube where I post all my content, and on Twitter where every day I post what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it. And check me out on TikTok. If you're here with me on Twitch, please give me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're watching later on YouTube, please subscribe and turn on your notifications. Hope you guys had fun. I had a great time. We beat Origins main game. Tomorrow we're starting Awakening. Thank you for the follow, sir. Appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great night. Get some sleep. It's late for me. I'm sure it's either late for you or very early for you. Have a good time. I'll see you tomorrow.